Hey, so Z-Monster here from Third Coast Airsoft.
Godfather.
Crowd.
So we get a lot of questions on what is a submachine gun, or what is the submachine gun class at a Third Coast Airsoft game. We're here at Airsoft Junkiez, and you can tell we have just about every submachine gun, and well, I know there's more, but this is probably the biggest collection of submachine guns that I've seen at an airsoft store.
If you're in the market for a submachine gun, this is what's out there.
So what, Godfather, what is a submachine gun?
Well, more or less a textbook version of a submachine gun is a machine pistol that shoots a small caliber round at a high rate of fire, cyclic rate of fire.
So sub-rifle.
Sub-rifle. So 9mm, 45, cut-down rifle rounds.
4.6, 5.7.
40,
45. So another reason why we run replicas is so that way, one, you can see what you got shot by. So both the admins and the players, more importantly the players, can tell that they were shot by a
legit
submachine gun. Now, what else is great about SMGs, crowd?
Full auto.
Everywhere.
0 MED.
So now it comes with a trade-off.
Your mid caps. You're gonna have limited capacity there.
And 1 joule.
And 1 joule.
So now we get a lot of questions. My M4 pistol, I've got a Crytek PDW. This shoots 5.56 in real life, not a submachine gun. Okay.
If you have any doubt about that, look at your mag well. Okay. Look at this versus the M4 mag. Okay, that's really, I mean, if you ask us, that's one of the things we're looking for. That's one of the first things I'm going to look for if you ask me, hey, does this fit in the SMG class?
Now we've got a couple of ARP9s up here. We've got the TK45 by KWA.
One of my favorites.
We've got this interesting, I mean, 9mm. I think the only thing we don't have up here is an Evo. We've got a very similar looking weapon here, John Wickish. Takes the MP5 mags. Now, crowd, talk about this thing right here. This particular one. Because we just had a big thing Pope posted. So,
you better talk about it because I haven't even had a chance to play with this yet. This is the first of me holding it.
So, what's great about this mag well? MP5 mags only. Big thanks to Trigger for taking one out in Texas and kitting it out. This is not the same as putting a magazine well adapter. This is purposely made to use only MP5 mags. Now, you can make a Colt submachine gun, but it's got to be permanently modified. In other words, you can't just take the magwell adapter out in the middle of the game. We had some players doing that. We kicked them off the field. So we're trying to keep it real.
That's one of the biggest questions, is all about the magwell and being able to adapt it.
Now, AS Val, that's another one. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, everyone asks, you know, what is the Evo? In real life, Evo shoots 9mm. So, again, well, we want rifleman class. So you show up, you chrono in higher than a submachine gun. Sorry, you're stuck on it on rifleman semi-auto only. So you really got to purposely build. I think you covered this before in another video.
With that mindset.
Remember, middle sim, right? All the way down to the equipment.
Okay. In a little while, you'll see some other, we'll talk about some other classes, but submachine gun class, again, a big thanks to Airsoft Junkiez for having this variety of demonstrations. You see just about everything we get questions on.
And you can find all these at Airsoft Junkiez. That's the cool part, right? You know, so whatever you're into, you'll find it here.
So again, guys, this is the submachine gun class at Third Coast Airsoft Games. It's a specialty class. Get in on it.
And it was actually born out of player demand. The first Bone Strike, I think?
Yeah.
Born at Bone Strike.
Yeah, that's where people asked, and we were like, you know, that's a good idea. The players had some good ideas, so we listened.
So the big piece here is, just like in real life, pistol calibers don't shoot as far as rifle calibers.
Sure.
So it is a trade-off. You're shooting 1 joule, 300 FPS or less, okay? You should not have the same range. Now, I know there are guys out there that can shoot 9mm or 40 or 5.7 or 4.6 pretty damn far, but those are exceptions to the rule, not always. So again, it's a trade-off. I mean, this MAC-10, yeah, I might be able to push out pretty far, but generally with MAC-10s you don't. So as submachine gun class, in the room, you're putting out a lot of fire, but it's not sustained like.
And you also have to think about your AO, right? So we just came from Team Airsoft, right? Are you going to rock them with submachine gun in Team Airsoft where you know the terrain is hills and woods? You might, but if you have an AO like, let's say, the hospital or Vicksburg, or places where you know you're going to go into buildings, right? That's what you want to keep in mind.
So, again, great examples to look at. I'm sure we're going to get some questions. Again, there are guns out there that Well, I heard this is a submachine gun. Does it shoot a pistol caliber in real life? No. Then there's your answer. You know, again, look it up. Rate of fire, we look it up, and we take the realistic rate of fire. A UMP 45 does not shoot fast. It's a very slow shooting gun. All of these that you see here have mid caps, so that's another requirement. You got to have mid caps. Again, hopefully this answers some questions about the submachine gun class. Thanks.